Hi, Casey, come on in. Welcome to our home.
Thank you.
Hi, Casey.
This is our tree. It's a little different this year. First place, I put mostly antique ornaments on it. At least they're pre-60, 1960, and some are from the 1800s. And I also put this silver tinsel on from our early married days.
Today we'll talk about Christmas and the effect in the pandemic. And we're going to show you a few of the things that help us treasure our time together.
Okay, the first thing I'm going to show you is this ornament right here. It's called a Kugel. It's German, and it's made with mercury glass. It's very heavy. You have to hang it up with picture hanging wire rather than just a hook. And it was given to my mother on her first birthday, no, her first Christmas, excuse me. Her first Christmas in 1901. And I treasure that. I don't remember that on our tree at home, but I inherited it and I love it.
I also have a treasure. It's this bell up here. Our family called it the Liberty Bell. And the reason for that is because one of my ancestors took his wagon of vegetables along with his young son down from Bethlehem, Pennsylvania to Philadelphia to sell. And after they had sold, they were asked to take the Liberty Bell back up north to Allentown, which is near Bethlehem. And so that's what they did. They had a problem with one wheel breaking off when they got to Bethlehem. And so they then put the bell on another wagon and took it to Allentown. And there they dug a hole and stuck the bell in it in the floor of the Allentown church. And so that's why we call it the Liberty Bell.
And that's been in your family for
And that's
forever.
it's probably been used on Christmas trees for about 120 years.
Third ornament we're going to talk about is this one here. It's a bunch of grapes. I've always called it a Kugel, but John looked it up, and Kugels mean ball. So this apparently is not a Kugel, but it is a mercury glass ornament, also heavy, hanging with picture hanging wire. Grapes were very important in the time of Jesus in that the fact that they used grapes for wine, and often they would water down or they would put wine in with their water as it was safer because the wine would kill off the bacteria in the water and made the water safer to drink. And also in the parable of Matthew 20, Jesus talks about the man who owned a vineyard, and he hired men to pick the grapes. And as the day went on, he hired more men, and he offered them all the same pay. And so at the end of the day, everybody got the same pay. This did not set well with the men that started early in the morning and worked in the hot sun. And so Jesus reminded them that through him, all men that came to him would be saved.
Jesus also talked to his disciples about the vineyard. And I want to read that to you as a final. In John chapter 15, this is what the first 4 verses say. I am the true vine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch in me that bears no fruit, while every branch that does bear fruit, he prunes so that it will be even more fruitful. You are already clean because of the word I have spoken to you. Remain in me as I remain in you. No branch can bear fruit by itself. It must remain in the vine. Neither can you bear fruit unless you remain in me. And so, as we may be disappointed by not having a family gathering this year, we have a lot of reasons to be very happy. And we wish you a
all
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.